Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to deal with the introduction of algae and general characters of algae. So, here I think you already seen some green patches over the water surface in a pond, lake, or a river, or in some marine also. So, here that's nothing but a algae only. That's a green floating patch is a algae only. And in some example, I think the playground is so slippery in a rainy season because it is due to the growth of a algae, right? So here, what are algae first? So algae are a chlorophyll bearing thallophytes in which the sex organs are either unicellular or multicellular, right? So the algae are a chlorophyll bearing thallophytes. Thallophytes nothing but a thallus formation. That thallus contain a chlorophyll, that's a green color pigment which is present in the algae. So it help for the process of a photosynthesis, right? You already know about photosynthesis and are not protected by any sterile envelope. Here the sex organs are a unicellular or multicellular. It may be single celled or a many celled, and each cell is not protected by any sterile envelope, and the reproduction is vegetative by formation of spores and gametes here. So reproduction is the formation of spores and gametes produced in unicellular or multicellular organism. The spores or gametes are produced in single celled or in a multicellular organisms of algae, right? So the term algae was first introduced by Linnaeus in 1754 to include a group of cryptogamic plants. Cryptogamic nothing but a spore producing organisms. The organisms are developed by a spores, not by flower. That condition is nothing but a cryptogamic. So the algae are also produced by the formation of spores. So it is grouped under a cryptogamic. Since then, the term algae has been used in botany. So till now we are going to study the algae, right? The study of algae is called as a phycology or a algology. It is very important point, that is the study of algae is called as phycology or a algology. The term phycology, which is derived from a Greek word. In a Greek it is called as a phyco. Phyco is nothing but a seaweeds, right? The algae is also called as seaweeds or it is pond scum. So the scientists who are concerning with the study of algae are called as a algalogist or a phycologist. So the scientists who study on a algae, right, those are, that person is called as algalogist or a phycologist. The algae range from minute unicellular colonial organism represented by some of common pond scum, right? So the algae may be a primitive form or a complex form, right? And it is a colonial form may also, right? Example, nostoc, it is a colonial form, right? And it is a motile or a non-motile. It may be moved from one place to another with the help of a flagella, or it may not, right? And are entirely visible to the naked eyes. The algae are entirely visible. It may be primitive or a complex form. Generally speaking, the large and more complex forms are marine. So, in algae, the complex forms are present in a marine, and the simplest, smaller, primitive one are present in a freshwater or and terrestrial forms, right? So, even in large complex forms, the plant body shows very little differentiation, but may be still termed as a thallus only. So, in large, where the algae are present in a marine, those complex forms are having very little differentiation structures, but that is also called as thallus only, right? Structurally, algae are of various color. It is very important because algae are of a different color, but commonly it is a green color we see. It is of a blue green, green, brown or a red color, etc. But majority of contain a green color pigment, that is nothing but a chlorophyll pigment. I already told you, right? And it is a autotrophic. Why we call it as autotrophic? Because it prepare their own food. Nothing but it undergoes photosynthesis process, right? So those are nothing but algae are autotrophs. They are not depend, right? And in some algae, the chlorophyll is frequently masked by other pigments. So chlorophyll is present, but it is covered by other pigments. So in algae there are, I already told you, it is of different color due to the presence of pigment. Like that, some pigments are there here. Phycocyanin, a blue pigment, and fucoxanthin, a yellow-brown pigment, and xanthophyll, a yellow pigment, and phycoerythrin, a red pigment. These are different pigments which are present in a algae. And the principal food reserve is carbohydrate. Nothing but the main food of the algae is a carbohydrate, and with that addition to which there are also fat and oils. So first is a food reserve is carbohydrate, and addition to that there are also fat and oils. The primitive member reproduction is entirely asexual, while in advanced form it is sexual of varied kinds. So in a primitive member, the algae reproduce by asexually by spores, but in advanced form of algae you see sexual reproduction. So next, these are nothing but a introduction of algae. We come to know about the introduction of algae. Now, why to study algae? Why we have to study algae? Right. So because it is having so many importance here. Algae is having so many importance. First, algae are very important as a source of food and are also great use to human beings. So algae are very important as a source for human beings and also other animals. It is taken as a food because it is rich in vitamin A and E, right? And many marine algae, nothing but complex form algae, are important source of iodine, potash and other minerals, right? So many algae used as medicine here. It is very important. Algae are used in medicine. For example, sargassum, laminarials are used for the treatment of stomach disorders. So here these are examples of algae which are used to treat stomach diseases, right? And next, algae are used as a fertilizers. And for example, blue green algae used as a biofertilizers. Nothing but in a cultivated land. For it is used as a fertilizers and maybe pesticides. And for example, it is mainly used as a nitrogen fixing organism. That is nothing but a blue green algae. Example, nostoc, which is help for the nitrogen fixing, right? So and it is also used as in industries for the production of agar, right? So next comes general characters of algae. Very important here. We have to know some general characters of algae. Algae generally lives in aquatic or moist habitat. I already told you before that algae are found in water bodies, right? Nothing but aquatic form, lives in a water or a moist content. I think you see now it is also grown on the wall, right, or in a rocks where it is a moist content. And the plant body is unicellular or a multicellular thallus. It may be single celled or a many celled thallus plant body, and which is never differentiated into root, stem and leaves. That's why it is in a thallus. It is not differentiated here properly. And a chlorophyll and other photosynthetic pigments are found in chromatophores present in the thallus. So here the pigments are present. I already told which are the pigments name, right? So chlorophyll and other pigments are present in the thallus here. Therefore algae are autotrophic in nutrition, right? So I already told what do you mean by autotrophic also. That's nothing but is a self preparation of a food. It is not depend on the other for the food. So algal cells may be prokaryotic and eukaryotic. You already know what is prokaryotic and what is eukaryotic. Prokaryotic nothing but a DNA is directly embedded in the cytoplasm. Eukaryotic nothing but it is having a special structure called as a nucleus where DNA is present. So here algae having both, it may be prokaryotic or a eukaryotic, and the eukaryotic cells may be uninucleated or a multinucleated. It is may have a single nucleus or a multinucleus, right? Algal cell wall is rich in cellulose. Like plant cell here, the cell wall is rich in cellulose, and some cells are motile due to the presence of cilia and flagella. So I already told it is a motile. It may move from one place to the another place by the help of a special structure called flagella. So next, primitive algae reproduce by vegetative methods. So primitive nothing but a lower form of algae, right? So those are reproduced by vegetative or but asexual and sexual reproductions are common in higher forms. So primitive forms reproduced by vegetative method and higher forms are reproduced by asexual or sexual forms. Asexual reproduction take place by the formation of motile zoospores. Zoospores nothing but spores which are produced by asexually in algae, right? So it is reproduced asexually, and those are motile and those may move. In unicellular algae, the entire organism itself acts as a gamete, but in multicellular forms, gametes may be produced from unicellular or multicellular gametangium. So here the unicellular algae entire organism, because it is single celled, right? Unicellular, the single cell only carry all process. Like that a single cell act as a gamete for the reproduction, or but in multicellular the gametes are formed by a single cell or many cell in a special structure called as a gametangium. Gametangium is a structure where the gametes are formed, right? And it is not protected by a sterile jacket layer. I already told you what are algae. So there, here the cells are not protected by any jacket, and the sexual reproduction may be isogamous, anisogamous or a oogamous. You already know isogamous nothing but the sex organs are same here. That iso, the name indicates same. Anisogam nothing but it is a different, sex organs are a different structurally, or a oogamous type. Oogamous means here male sex organs is larger than the female sex organ and it is non-motile here. The female sex organ is non-motile and large in size. So these are general characters of algae. So now we all recall about algae, right? So here first we come to know about what are algae. Those are nothing but a chlorophyll bearing organism. Those are a unicellular or a multicellular organism, and they reproduce by vegetative, asexually and sexually. And the algae was first coined by Linnaeus in 1754, right? And it is grouped in a cryptogamic plants, right? And the study of algae is called phycology, and who study algae, the person is called phycologist or a algologist, and it is derived from a Greek word phykos. The algae are a minute primitive form or a higher complex form also. Primitive form are present in a terrestrial or a fresh water, and the higher complex forms are found in a marine, right? And higher forms are differentiated, but those are termed as thallus only. Those are differentiated here plant body, but commonly it is termed as a thallus. And algae are of various color here. I already told it is maybe brown, red, green, brown, blue, green, right? But majority of them contain a green color pigments, and hence those are autotrophic, right? Because autotrophic nothing but they are not depend on other for food. They prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. And the common pigments are phycocyanin, fucoxanthin, xanthophyll, phycoerythrin. And the main food reserve of the algae are a carbohydrate. Along with that, there is also fat and oils. And the primitive members are entirely asexual, and advanced are of sexual. They may reproduce by sexual, but primitive forms will reproduce by asexually. And I already told you the importance of algae. The algae are used as a food for animals or especially human being, because it contain vitamin A and E, and it is also used in a medicine purpose. For example, sargassum, which is used to treat stomach disorders, and it is used as a biofertilizers or a pesticides. And for the nitrogen fixation, non-stock is used as a nitrogen fixing, and it may be used in a industries also. So commonly general characters, what are the silent features of a algae? We already know it is a aquatic form because it is found in a water or in a moist content, and it may be multicellular or a unicellular thallus, and it is not differentiated here. And here the chlorophyll and other pigments are present in the thallus. That's why it is in a autotrophic nutrition. Algal cells may be prokaryotic or a eukaryotic. If it is eukaryotic, it may be uninucleated or a multinucleated. And here it may move from one place to another place. That's nothing but it is a motile or a non-motile. If motile, with the help of flagella it move. And the primitive algae reproduce by vegetative, and the higher will reproduce by sexual and asexual. Asexual reproduction take place by the formation of zoospores, and sexual reproduction take place by isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous. So dear students, so by the brief explanation, I think I clarified all the characters of a algae and the introduction of a algae. So thank you.